everyone and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be giving you guys my top 37 for Eurovision 2024 because now all the 37 songs have been released, which means we're ready to talk about who should win Eurovision 2024. In this video, I'll be giving you guys my top 37 with some more elaborated comments, but I'm also going to be posting like a recap of like my top 37. If you just want to watch that, you can watch that. But in this video, I'm going to be kind of elaborating a little bit more on why the songs have the placings that they have. In the progress down below, you can kind of skip if you want to watch some certain countries that I'm going to be discussing, so you can just find that down here. And in this video, I'll be including all 37 songs. But let's just get into this ranking. Number 37 is Moldova. I don't know what it is about this song, but every time it comes on my Spotify playlist, I have this like urge to like skip it and just move past it. There's something about it that when I just hear the first sounds, I'm like, no, get me out of here. It doesn't give me any special feel. It feels a little bit dated to me, and I'm just not like to listen to it. When it comes on, I just want to skip it. And I think that songs you skip, that's a good sign that they should not be very high on your list. And for me, this is a skip. I do like when they're playing the like instruments on stage. I think that is like my favorite part of the song, but it's just not enough for me to really put it higher on my list than 37th. And I don't think I've really ever put okay, never mind. I put Moldova last in 2022, I can see, but really, that's the only time I really ever put them last, because I usually think that they always send some pretty fun entries. But for me this year, unfortunately, Moldova is last place. Number 36 is Finland. It's no secret that when Sara Sipula lost UMK, I was pretty devastated. I feel like a lot of people was really, really sad, because if they had chosen Sara Sipula, she would have been like my top 5 at Eurovision. Literally, she would have been maybe my top 5 or even top 3. I don't know, because I love that song so much. So I think that when she lost, I was like just so like devastated and like really sad, because Windows and X95 Man won. And I think maybe the reason why I rank it so low is also because I know what we could have had, and we could have had Sara Sipula, but also I'm just not really a big fan of the song. It has this kind of joke feel to it, and usually I'm not the biggest fan of these jokish songs. Some of them I like if they have a little bit more edge to them, or if there's something cool about them. Like Rte last year was also in some ways like a joke act, but it was also like really, really fun, and it had some really like the construction of the song was really fun, and the performance was like wild and crazy and very infectious with like positive energy. And I don't really get the same thing from Finland this year. It feels like they were trying to go for what they succeeded with last year, but I don't think that's a good decision. I think they should just gone for something completely different, which would have been Sara Sipula. So that is why Finland is my number 36. Number 35 is Estonia. This is a song that is very similar to Finland in terms of like the genre song. So Estonia is like a really, again, like this joke-ish song. I'm doing this like quotation because I don't want to offend anybody who's going to be like in the comments, this is not a joke song, blah, blah, blah. But with joke song, I don't necessarily mean that it doesn't have a serious message. I just mean that it plays on this like funny, it plays on being funny, and it really appeals to people's like smile and like, I think the reason why Estonia is higher for me than Finland is because I think the melody is stronger in the Estonian entry. Estonia is one of my favorite countries in Eurovision, and I loved Alika last year. She was like one of my favorite ones. She was in my top 5. And they also had Stefan with Harp a few years ago, which was also really good. Victor Krone, really good. They have been sending some really great songs that I really, really like. But last year I also said that this year it would be really, really fun to see Estonia send something more cool and out of the box. And they really did that. So also it's like, I'm complaining, but also I can't really complain because they actually did what I asked them to, but it's just not a type of song that's for me. Number 34 is San Marino. And San Marino has of course been sending Megara this year, which is so interesting because Megara of course participated in Benidorm Fest. Was it last year? With their song Ec Rte. And I think that song was miles better than the song that they have won San Marino with. I just think it was just like a stronger song, a stronger performance, just everything was just stronger in their like previous entry in Benidorm. So I'm really comparing the two songs a lot, which is also why it's like, yeah, because I knew what we could have had. But I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. I think that with the resources that they had in the national selection, 1% Marino, which is very low budget. I think they actually managed to pull out a pretty decent performance. I'm just not the biggest fan of rock songs in general. Okay, number 33 is Iceland. It is Hera Björk with the song Scared of Heights. There was a lot of controversy at Söngvakeppnin this year with Beshamurat because he was basically saying that the voting was not like fair and all that stuff. I'm really happy that Hera won, but I don't think the song is that good. I think that if Beshamurat had won, it would have just made the competition very political, and I really don't like that. So yeah, and I do think that his song was not that good. I do prefer Hera's song actually, so I'm pretty okay that she won, but I feel like Iceland had better options. Anita and Sika were both better options, so I'm a little bit confused how she won when Besha didn't win like everyone was expecting. She's of course back at Eurovision, she's been in before. I think the song is very like, it's a bit dated, let's be real. It's a bit dated, but it also has this nostalgic feeling to it. But I think you can kind of have nostalgia in two ways. There's like a really positive nostalgia and there's like a more like dated nostalgia. And this kind of goes more in the dated nostalgia than like the positive nostalgia that we have like later. Actually, there's another country that has nostalgic feeling, but in a more positive way. The song just feels a little bit old. But when I put it on, I can't help but smile a little bit. And this is why it's not like the lowest on my list, because I kind of smile and kind of get in a decent mood of it. So I don't have anything negative to say about it, but I don't have any positive to say about it either. So it's this kind of weird situation where it's kind of like, just okay, you know? So I don't hate it. I don't love it though. It's just, yeah, it's not the best. Next one is number 32, and that is Czechia. This is of course Aiko with her song Pedestal. Okay. The song I like the song. If I was just judging the studio track, this would have been higher on my list, a little bit higher on my list, like maybe 5 places higher or something like that, because I genuinely think that it's a good song. It's a pretty strong song. Like, I can listen to the song, but like over and over again, it's like very catchy, very modern, and has this really, like, it feels somewhat like original, even though it's not like the most original song. It still has this original feel because the way this, like, the song progresses, like the put myself on a pedestal. I just think it's a really nice progression that's like really like it's not like something you hear in like every song all the time. So it seems very original to this song, which I really like. But I just can't help but think about the live performance, which was, I'm sorry, but really bad. I love Aiko's visual and her look and everything. Like, she looks so cool. I love her hair and like her nose piercing and everything is so cool. Like, I love the visual and all that. But her voice was struggling so much, and it was basically taking all the focus away from the song. I'm gonna be honest though. I'm gonna be giving her a little bit of credit. Czechia and their national final is usually not known for having good sound mixing. So I feel like when we get to Eurovision in Malmö, she's probably gonna be better than this, but can she improve that much? I don't know. And I need a good vocal to roots for someone, and this just does not have that based on the current live performance that we have. Number 31 is Germany, and Germany is just this very middle of the road song that doesn't really go anywhere huge. I think it's an okay, alright song, and I do think that he has a decent voice, but it just doesn't go anywhere else for me. It stays in this very like safe place of being like a pop song that's pretty safe, pretty normal, middle of the road. I could listen to it on the radio. I would probably also stream it sometimes on Spotify, but I would never get this like wow feeling or like the must to play it again. But when it comes on, I don't feel the need to skip it. So that's kind of the place that Germany sits in. Number 30 is Azerbaijan, and this song just came out a few days ago. And obviously I haven't been listening to this song as much as some of the other songs. I'm really sad that they're not singing in their own language throughout the entire song, because if they had done that, I feel like I would like the song more, because my favorite part of the song is actually when they sing in their own language. The song, again, I would say middle of the road, basic ballad, but I do want to say the reason why it's below or higher than Germany is because it's like a duet, and it's like featuring this other guy who is like adding some cool like cultural flavor to the song, which is why it's a little higher for me than Germany. I just wish that they would have translated it all into Azerbaijani. It would just make the song better. It really would. Number 29 is the Netherlands. This is of course Joost Klein with the song Jiro Papa. He's singing in Dutch. credit to him. So this could kind of be put in the same like genre as like Estonia and Finland. And you might be like, oh, but why is this higher than those two songs? Like much higher. I just think it's a better song. I think that the lyrics are better in this song, and I think the melody is stronger in this song, and it's just overall a better song in my opinion. It's still, I know this is not a joke song. I know there's like a serious message behind it actually, but still it goes in this like funny genre, and it's just against something I mentioned earlier. Just not music that I really love. It's just not music that I listen to that often. So the song really needs to be amazing if I want to really like love it. And the song is not that for me, but I can feel it's growing on me a little bit. Like I feel like this could move up the rankings as we get closer to Malmö, and I'm pretty sure this is gonna do pretty well in the competition. For me though, it's just not music that I find that appealing. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna grow a little bit on my list because it has been growing on me already. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna move up the rankings as time progresses. Next up is number 28, and that is Spain. It's of course Nebulosa with the song Soda. So I think Benidorm this year was weaker than in previous years, and I think there were better songs than this one, but I do think that the chorus is extremely catchy, like the I hum it so often, you would not even believe me. Like it's one of the songs I just hum the most out of nowhere because the melody is just on my mind a lot. My big issue with it is her vocal. I think her vocal is pretty weak, and I want stronger vocal because I'm someone who really pays a lot of attention to the vocal. I need a strong vocal for me to root for someone. But as I said, I do think that the song has some really, really catchy parts, but I just don't think it's enough for me. I just think there's many songs that I prefer and I think are stronger. Number 27 is Albania. So this is Besak Chukadima with Titan. This has moved up my ranking since the revamp because this was my second to last. So that moved up my ranking with this revamp. I do think that the instrumentation has become stronger, the beat has become stronger. They have translated the song into English, which I'm a little bit like conflicted about because I kind of like the Albanian I love the language. I mean, when she sings in Albanian, and the English in the song doesn't seem that wow. Like it seems like a pretty basic English lyrics. I'm not, maybe the like writers of the English lyrics are not like native English speakers, but it just gives off the feel like it's pretty basic English lyrics. And I feel like it would just be better to have it in Albanian maybe. But I do think that overall the song has become much stronger from the revamp, so it's very, very positive for me. I think this is a decent song. Will it struggle to qualify? I think it will struggle to qualify, but I think it's a good song and I like it. I think it's alright. Number 26 is Armenia. It's La Daniva with Jaco. When I listened to the song for the first time, I said that I really like the cultural elements of the song, though it's not something that I listen to a lot. And I agree, and I stand by those words 100%. I really, really like the cultural Armenian flavor to the song. It's something that we haven't really seen in many Armenian songs before. And I think it's so cool because I like that. I like when countries show some culture. It's just really nice. When I look at my list and I kind of like compare it to other songs, it actually went all the way down to 26th place, which I wasn't expecting because I actually did like it a lot. I just think maybe because it's not my personal taste with this genre, it's just where it is. And I do think that we have like 30 seconds or like 40 seconds left of the song. And at the end, I was a little bit like, we're done. Like I wanted like a climax at the end, or I wanted them to use like the 30-40 seconds to like create an amazing bridge, like slow it down, make a big bang, or do a nice dance break, do something cool with those like 30-40 seconds. And I was so disappointed that they didn't use it. I know that people have been saying, oh, but they're gonna use it for something on the stage, like a dance break. But I'm like, why not use it in the song? Like, that was really disappointing to me. They need to use their full time because at the end I felt a little bit like, like, was that it? Like, I kind of needed more. Number 25 is Australia. Electric Fields, of course. One Blood, One Mikali. Australia is one of my favorite countries in the competition. So I was so excited when they announced that it was Electric Fields who were going to represent them. I think the song is just it's very cool, like again, cultural song. I just think this has a stronger hook to it than Armenia, which is kind of why it's higher than Armenia. But I need to listen to it more. But I love how they incorporate their like indigenous language. I think it's just very interesting to see from Australia. And they haven't really been sending any like cultural songs before. So I think that's so cool to see them. I just don't think that the song is the most memorable, which is why it's where it is. And it's not the song that I instantly want to replay on Spotify, which is also why it's lower. I'm kind of thinking how the staging is going to be. I have a very hard time visioning it actually, because I'm not sure how they're going to stage this. So yeah, Australia is in this place where it's a very nice song, but there's just not more for me about it to really put it higher in my list. But I do like the song. I do think that the indigenous language is extremely, extremely beautiful. And I'm pretty intrigued to see how this is gonna do on the stage. Number 24 is Latvia. It is Dawns with Hollow. Okay, this was my winner of Supernova, so I am extremely happy he won. I think his voice is very, very good. He has a very deep voice, but he has a strong, competent voice. You can tell that he's a good singer. The way he sings and he like pronounces the words very well, and you can just tell that he's an incredible singer. The song is the more basic, middle-of-the-road song, but I think his voice kind of takes it to another level for me, and is really why I have placed this higher than some other songs that may be more like original. Like, I do think like Australia has a more original song, but the reason why I'm kind of placing this higher just because I think his voice is so strong that he carries the emotion within the song and kind of makes it higher in my list. I hope this can qualify. Latvia really have been struggling, which is so sad to see. I hope they can qualify this year, but I don't think it's a guaranteed. If it was like 50-50 jury tailor, I think this would have a better chance. I like this one. I play it often actually, but it is still on the more safe side. Number 23 is Malta. It is Sarapunici with Loop. This had a revamp as well, a small revamp. I'm not the biggest fan of her vocal tone actually, so it kind of go for me loving Dawn's voice to not being the biggest fan of Sarah's vocal tone. It doesn't mean that she's not a good singer, I'm just not the biggest fan of her vocal tone. But damn, the girl can dance. The dancing is incredible. The performance was like, wow. When I reacted to the live performance for the first time, I was like, girl, give me some of that talent, because she was absolutely amazing, wonderful, and she just have a good voice. The song have been with the revamp taken a little bit higher, like a little bit like amplified. I think they just did a better job. I think the track is a little bit more impactful, but she has a lot of competition from other dance divas this year, and amongst those dance divas, she's just the one that I maybe am not fancying as much as the other ones. And I think maybe if there were less of these songs this year, this would be higher in my list. But the thing is, there's nothing bad I can say about Malta. I think it's just a really, really cool, nice pop song that I like to jam along to. And I think that she is an incredible dancer, and I know she's going to be delivering an incredible show on the stage. Number 22 is Norway. Gotha with Ulveham. So controversial, but I would have preferred Kaino to win with Dam Digida, because that's more a like Spotify track that I would listen to. The thing with Ulveham is that I don't listen to this song like ever, and I really rarely stream it, but the performance is what makes this, like, watching the live performance, like every time I watch that, I'm like, wow, that's so beautiful, incredible, I love that, it looks beautiful, the scenery. So for me, the very strong part about this is actually like the staging and the whole like universe that we're creating with the song. She has a good voice as well, and the song shows heritage, like it shows the Norwegian heritage in a very cool way. And I speak Danish, so I do think it's really cool to hear like Norwegian in the competition. So the reason why Norway is that's high on my list is because I feel like they're just executing it very well. They like don't just have a song, they have a performance, they have a package, and that's what you need. So even though I listen to Malta, I listen to Latvia, I listen to like a lot of songs more than this one that are lower on my list, I put this higher because of the live performance and the like staging and everything around it. It just makes this pop and take it to another level. Number 21 is Ireland. Bambi Thought with Doomsday Blue. Okay, this is crazy for Ireland. This is so out of the box, and I love when countries are not afraid to take a risk and go really out of the box. And you cannot really accuse Ireland of going safe this year with Bambi Thoughts. Doomsday Blue. I'm absolutely just loving the song. It's so just really nice. Again, this is maybe also more of a performance song. I do listen to the studio track more than I listen to like Norway, for instance, but this is also a song that for me is about the performance as well, because they delivered just a very, very visual performance. And I think that when that is taken to the big Eurovision stage, it's gonna be a moment. And I love in the song when it goes from this like really aggressive part to this like really smooth part. Like the contrast is wild and it's so intriguing, and I'm just so like intrigued when watching this song, and I'm never getting bored. Like I can watch this song, listen to it 10 times, and I'll never get bored, and this is why it's where it is on my list. This is a really nice song. I really like it. I think this is one of Ireland's best efforts in years. Will it qualify? It's in the top semi-final, but this should qualify, in my opinion, personally. Okay, number 20 is Georgia. Nutsa Buzeladze with Firefighter. So Georgia has been struggling a lot in competition, and I had a lot of high expectations for them, and they really, really did send a good song this year. This is one of Georgia's best entries in... I don't remember the last time they sent this good of an entry. Maybe it was 2015 with Warrior. I think we should go back to that. That was probably the last time they sent an entry this good. It's also one of the girlies, one of the pop girlies, and I prefer this to Malta because I think it has a stronger melody. She has a more powerful voice, and I think that the track is just more full, and it's just a better backing track. It's just a better like composed song in my opinion. But I don't get the wow about it, which is why it's not higher on my list. It's just a very, very nice pop song. I hope they can qualify with this, but I don't think it's a guarantee for them. But I like Nutsa Buzeladze, I think Firefighter is nice, and I hope they will qualify. Number 19 is United Kingdom. It is Ollie Alexander with Desi. Controversial, I actually think that May Muller's song, I Wrote a Song, is better. I know. Yes, I think it's better. But she did not have a good live performance, and I know that Alexander is going to pull it off live. I saw him sing this song live, and he's an incredible vocalist. Like, his voice, like, he makes so many cool, like, riffs and, like, pronunciations, like, variations with his voice. It's so cool. I love it. It's so unique. The song is just what I call a very modern, catchy pop song. I could hear it at the radio. I could hear it at the bar. I could listen to it when I'm, like, shopping in, like, a store. It has this feel to it, and I really like it. It's just very hummable. It's just very groovy, and I like to, like, jam along to it, like, ding, ding, ding. It's just very nice. The reason why it's not like higher on my list is because I just don't think it doesn't have that thing that makes it like wow for me, and that makes me be like, oh my god, I'm loving this so much, but I really like it. Number 18 is Portugal. Okay, I'm loving this. Yolanda with Grito. I'm loving it. I love this Portuguese feel, and the melody is just so beautiful. And I love when she starts the song almost like a cappella, and it like draws you in, and you're like hooked from right from the beginning. And I never take my eyes off her for those 3 minutes. The performance is beautiful. The song is beautiful. This is like a real grower for me. I think this could go higher on my list. Like, I'm probably impressed with this song. There's something about it that's so... It feels like it takes me to another universe in a way. It's just so beautiful. Like, I really just like it. I prefer this to Mimikat. I do prefer this to Mimikat. I do actually. I don't prefer it to Sausada Sausada, but this is like a really, really nice track, and I feel like with time, this is just gonna grow on my list. Number 17 is Poland. This is also what I call a very nice pop song. I know we have a lot of these, but I think this song to me, there's something about it that's very, very catchy. I don't wanna build the towers, so come on, rise up, shout it. Like, to me, this is more catchy than Georgia. It's more catchy than the United Kingdom. And this is why it's like higher on my list. I just get in such a good mood when I listen to it, and it's so catchy, and yeah, I just want to sing along to it. I just want to have fun, sing along to it, and I just enjoy it very much. I don't think the lyrics are revolutionary, which is, again, it's not important to have amazing lyrics in all songs. I don't think the lyrics are in any means spectacular here, but the song just puts me in a very, very good mood, and I just really like it, and I think it's so catchy, and I sing this a lot, and I stream this a lot. which is why it's where it is on my list. Number 16 is Denmark. It's my country, so I might be biased, of course, but I think this is our best entry in years, like since 2018 at least. The staging is incredible. I love the staging, like love. And the studio track, the studio cut is also very, very great. I love it. I think Saba has such a rich, thick vocal, and I'm loving those rich, thick vocals. And the staging with the lighting is so cool. The way kind of like when she does like this, the lighting goes this way. When she does this, the lighting goes that way. When she goes this, the lighting going that way. And it kind of follows her movement. And in the bridge, when she gets this like glow under her heart, oh, it's such a beautiful moment. This is one of my most streamed songs, Eurovision songs this year. And the catchiness to this is just unreal. It's kind of the same with Poland. I sing this a lot. It's so catchy. This is just a little more catchy than Poland to me. The one thing though is her vocal was struggling in especially the first verse of the song, which needs to be improved drastically because it takes a little bit away of the power that this song needs. And the studio track is way more powerful than live performance. She really needs to work on that and make sure that she can really make a really powerful performance with her voice, because that's very, very important for this song. But I'm absolutely loving the studio track, and I do think that the staging overall look really, really good. Number 15 is Slovenia. It's Raven with Veronica. This gives me like ethereal, androgynous vibes. And this is also one of our girlies, one of our pop girlies. This is so underrated. It's like 30 something in the odds, and that is like such a big crime. I cannot believe it. It's absolutely outrageous. Slovenia, so good. Just so catchy, and I love that it also has this, it has these sounds that take it away from being just another pop song and give it this more androgynous, like ethereal feel to it. So that's why it's like a little higher than like Denmark and Poland, because they're a little bit more basic. But this one has this a little different feel to it, which I really, really like. And I watched her live vocal, her live performance at Dora, and she sings amazing. So I have no doubt that she's gonna do very, very well on the stage. And she's in the second part of the first semifinal, so this could be a closer, literally. This could be a closer. This is just really, really good, and I do listen to it regularly. I just think it's very, very nice. Number 14 is Belgium, Musti with Before the Party is Over. This is so artistic. Like, it is artistic on another level. Maybe one of the most artistic songs of the year. Musti's voice is, again, very good. You can tell that he's an established singer. He knows what he's doing. He knows his voice. And the song feels very epic, and it feels very grand, which I love about it. It has this real grand feel to it. It's just like a movie, you know? And the song builds incredible. Like, it starts off pretty slow, and you're like, where's this going? And it just builds and builds and builds, and it just explodes at the like last 45 seconds with so much burst of like energy and feelings. And yeah, it makes me feel something. And when a song can make me feel something, it is already high on my list. Belgium is a real dark horse this year. You shouldn't count them out. You really shouldn't. Number 13 is Luxembourg. This is Tali with Fighter. So I would have loved for Crick to win and represent Luxembourg with her song Drowning in the Rain, but Tali was very good. She is a vocal coach actually herself, and for me, what sold me on this was the live performance that she just executed so beautifully. And I love the mix of English and French in the song. I think it's so clever when you mix languages in a Eurovision song. And I think that it's done very well in this song. It's done very effortlessly, and it's done very seamless. So you don't really pay attention to it, but it works very well and has a nice flow to it. And I love the... It's like the post-chorus. It is so catchy. It's just a very, very good debut from Luxembourg, in my opinion. And I really, really hope they can qualify with this. I am doubting it, but I really hope they can pull it through. Number 12 is Sweden. It is Marcus and Martino's was Unforgettable. Okay, the staging for this one is just incredible, okay? One of the best stagings we have already. Maybe the best staging. It's like transports you to a universe, which when you can do that, you have already succeeded to me with the staging. They're like in this like box of like light, and it's just them, and it's just Esc Rte just knows what they're doing. Sweden really knows what they're doing with the Melody Festival and all the stagings. I think this song here though is not the strongest pop song that Sweden has been sending. Like Loreen is stronger, Cornelia Jacobs is stronger, Play for Love is stronger. So I don't think this is one of the strongest Swedish like Sweden songs, but performance-wise, staging-wise, this is like top 5 material. The song to me, I prefer Luxembourg, Belgium, Slovenia, and Denmark to this. So song-wise, it's actually lower for me. But when you take everything into consideration we know so far, this is just very, very high because the overall package and the performance is just so sleek. And Marcus and Martinos, they do know how to sing very, very well. And they know how to work the stage. They know how to use their charisma and charm. And that's why Sweden is where they are on my list, as they usually are, pretty high up at the top. Number 11 is Greece, Marina Sati. This song is growing on me, you guys. This song is growing on me, for real. This song is like what I just love about Eurovision. It is culture to another level. And it has so much attitude, like the sa, hey. Like there's so much attitude from her. I would say the music video is not my favorite one. I'm just not in love with the music video. But song-wise, this goes in so many different directions, but it still feels cohesive and it still feels flowy and natural, but it still keeps you interested in a way that's very, very great. This is just culture. It is so good, so like anthemic, and it just really shows up the Greek heritage very, 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 very well. Yeah, there's something about this song that is very, very special, and I think it's just because it's in Greek. It really just plays to the Greek roots and the Greek heritage and story, and I just really love when songs are doing that. So congratulations, Greece. I really like your entry this year. Number 10 is the Greek neighbor Cyprus, Sila Kapsis with Lyre. Okay, I know this is a basic pop song, but I love it, okay? It has so much power and so much attitude to it, and it's just so catchy and infectious. To me, this is just one of the most like radio friendly songs this year. This is just a song that I listen to a lot, which is where it is on my list. I think this is better than a lot of the other pop girls we've had. I think this is just the step higher for me. Cyprus just knows how to do their pop girlies and their pop guys also, apparently. Cyprus just delivers with that and they never really fail, you know? It is kind of like Swedish pop, like we see a lot, but it's just done very well and I cannot be negative towards that. Number 9 is Israel. It is Erengolan with Hurricane. Obviously, this is very controversial, a lot of controversial things around this entry. I'm gonna just stick to the song completely and not focus on any political things in this video. And politics aside, incredible voice by Erengolan, one of my favorite voices in the competition this year. Hurricane is just a very well composed song, and I think it builds beautifully, and it is a song that I sing along to, I jam along to, and yeah, her voice just takes me into this universe, it transports me, and it's so catchy, the song, and it just builds very well, and I love songs like these, like a really good power ballad, and this is really what Israel has this year, and I love power ballads. Her voice, though, is incredible. I absolutely love her voice. I can't wait to hear her live, because I haven't seen any live performances of hers. This is growing on me as well. This was like my 11th a few days ago, so this has grown up now to my number 9. Number 8 is the Boogie's favorites. It's Croatia. It is Baby Lasagna with Rentin Takidim. Okay. This is like a pop song and a rock song and a fun song, but it is so many things in one. I know that some people are going to be like, okay, why are you ranking Croatia this high when you're ranking Finland, Netherlands, Estonia so low? But it's because this song has more to it. It's not just a joke song. Like, the lyrics are really, really funny. Like, meow, cat, please meow back. Like, that is one of my favorite lyrics in any Eurovision song this year, like, for real. And I love the, like, drop when it goes to like, I'm sitting in my bed and I'm, like, doing this. Like, to, like, the music, like, doom, 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 doom. My favorite part of the song when he sings, "There's no going back, whoa, my prison's fades to black, whoa." It has this like rocky feel to it that like I could see Ollie singing this, Ollie from Esti. I could see him singing this, and it's like, oh, there's something about it that I just love. I'm not the biggest fan of rock songs, but this is like pop rock to an extent where I can get on board and I can love it. Baby Lasagna is an iconic name. I think he has good charisma on stage, kind of similar to Kere last year. My one negative note is that we need stronger vocals. If this is the winner of Eurovision, we need stronger vocals. And if I should put this higher on my list, I need stronger vocals because I'm on board with the song. I'm loving the track. I'm loving Baby Lasagna. I'm loving his charisma. I'm loving everything about it. I just need a little stronger vocal if I have to put this higher because there's some really, really competitive vocalists higher on my list. But Croatia, you could get your first win this year. This is a really, really, really good song. Number 7 is France, Mon Amour by Slimane. This is so good, Slimane. Just a wonderful, wonderful, amazing ballad. I have been talking a lot about this song before. What I could just say is that I think it's an absolutely magnificent ballad. Absolutely magnificent, perfect, no comments to it. I have nothing bad to say to it. His voice is the best, I think, in the competition, and his live performance makes me so emotional because he's able to convey emotion in a way that very few are, and this is why he's so high on my list. He sings so beautifully live, and it touches me a lot. It really, really does. Number 6 is Austria. It's our pop girly, Kalin, with We Will Rave. This is the highest pop girly on my list, Kalin. I said earlier that Iceland was giving me bad nostalgic vibes, but this is giving me positive nostalgic vibes. It feels like something from like the 90s or something, but in such a positive, like very like homage way. Like, her dancing is incredible. She's such a good artist. Like, I can just vision the live show for this one. And the song is just, it's just so good. It's just so catchy. It's like just a little bit of better version of Cyprus, and I really love Cyprus. It's just the best pop girl of this year because she also has the moves to deliver with it. And yeah, it has this nostalgic thing about it that it really appeals to me. Now we've moved to the top 5. My number 5 is Angelina Mango with La Noia. Italy. Italy knows how to do Eurovision, and this year is really no exception. La Noia is just so good. But what makes this a top 5 song for me is Angelina Mango. The studio track is great, but her charisma, her stage presence, her energy, her way of performing is out of this world. I think she is maybe the best performer this year. Like, when I was watching the live performance, I was just captivated by her. No one else was on stage, but she had my focus for the entire performance, and that is incredible when you're able to do that. Italy just knows how to do Eurovision, and this is just no exception. Beautiful melody, beautiful construction. It feels original, it feels organic, it feels wavy, it feels smooth, it's just Italy doing what they're really good at, which is sending bobs. Number 4 is Ukraine. It is Teresa Maria by Jerry Hale and Eliona. Oh, this is just an incredible ballad. This was my number 1 for a long time, actually. An incredible, incredible, incredible ballad. I love the breakup of the rap by Eliona. It is, oh my god, I love that rap part. There's something to me that I love when like a song has like a little rap part in it, because to me it just, it's so cool. And I just love the way that they're singing together and collaborating. And I think Jerry Hale has a very strong voice. I do think that the sound was a little bit off at the national final, but that was like not their fault, that was like the organizers' fault. But I love the breakup. I love how they come together and how they like sing together, and the melody and the chorus. It is, oh my gosh, I have it on my brain so much. It is so good. I just have it on my brain all the time, and yeah. If Ukraine didn't already win in 2022, I would have been glad with them winning this year. Incredible, incredible ballad. I love it a lot. Number 3, it is Lithuania. It is Sylvester Bell with Luke Telk. This is my favorite Lithuanian entry in like, maybe my favorite Lithuanian entry ever. This is so good. so catchy. It is like EDM, electro, so catchy, and Sylvester's voice is actually quite strong. It's not the most difficult song to sing, but he still delivers it very, very well. The stage was actually incredible, and I am singing Luke Telg like 24/7. Just such an incredible song, and it's in a way a fairly simple song, and it doesn't actually have much progression towards it. It's not like it has this huge like build up, like a key change. You know, it stays pretty flat, which is normally a bad thing, but it does it in a very like groovy way, like a Luke Telg. It's like almost like hypnotic when I listen to it. I get like put into this like state of hypnosis. What do you say? Like this like state of like hypnosis where I'm like Luke Telg, no, Luke Telg. Yeah, I couldn't just say anything else, but I just love this song. Number 2 is Serbia, Teodora with Ramonda. I'm literally in the Serbian newspaper when I reacted to this song because I was literally crying. I had tears in my eyes. I was just so emotionally, like, it really affected me emotionally. The story behind it, the way she was singing, she was just kind of like Slimane, just conveying the emotion so very well. And this is why she's so high on my list, because if you're able to convey the emotion that well, you deserve a top place on my list. Absolutely beautiful staging and voice, and the like climax at the end so beautifully. It does take a little long to get to that first Ramonda, but once it gets there, you just like, oh, it just hits you right in the chest, and it really affects me emotionally, and that is why it gets my second place as of right now. And now, my winner as of right now of Eurovision 2024 is Switzerland, Nemo with The Code. I love it. Switzerland was my winner in 2021 with John's Tears, and now they are right now my winner of Eurovision 2024. This song has so many different elements to it that come together in a way that shouldn't be possible, but it is. We have rap, opera, I love rap. We have pop, I love pop. And they come together in a way that I never imagined could happen in a song. Literally, it feels so smooth. It feels so flowy. The flow of the song is just incredible. And again, we have the rap part. I love rap parts.
Let me tell you about life, but a good and a bad, but hold on tight. Who decide what's wrong, what's right, everything is balanced, everything's right. I got so much on my mind, and I've been awake all night. I'm so pumped, I'm so psyched, it's bigger than me, I'm getting so hyped like.
So good. And the chorus is so good. Like, I just love when it hits that chorus, and it just keeps building and building and building, and it hits the chorus with a little bit more power, and a little bit more power, and then just says bang, and then it's moved into the like bridge, and has this like operatic like bridge, which is so good. And the message of the song is about like finding yourself. The story is like about Nemo figuring out they are in fact non-binary, and that they do not identify with being a male or a female, but that they feel like they're non-binary, and it's about them finding themselves. And I think it's such a strong message as well. So it just ticks all the boxes for me, and it also has emotion to it, which is also something that I really look for in a song. But that was my top 37 of Eurovision 2024 as of right now. This can of course all change as I listen more to the songs and when we see all the live performances on the stage in Malmö. I am so intrigued to hear what you guys think about this year's lineup, so please let me know down in the comments below who is your favorites to win this year. I am so excited to hear it, and as always, you should have a blast until I see you next time. Bye bye.